Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Gossamer linear LED pendant. This is the 1396-55. It's also a round Gossamer that's really pretty too. So actually, I like this fixture a lot. It has kind of a modern mid-century vibe going on, and I like that quite a bit. Let's get into the size of the fixture itself, independent of the rods that it's hanging from. Coming in 11.5 inches tall, 51.9 inches wide, and that's going to be left to right basically. The depth on it is coming in at 5.3. The overall height, that's the distance from the bottom of the fixture to the actual ceiling itself. It's going to encompass all the parts, and you've got a pretty good range on this. This is going to be pretty short, 22.3 inches at its shortest, which means you could use this as a semi-flush if you wanted to, all the way to 55.3 at its longest. Now, if you need it to be longer than 55 inches, drop me a quick email. Tell me you're looking at the 1396-55. Tell me what you're looking for. We do custom lengths all the time. So it has to be a solid number. It can't be a range. And we can do pretty tall, almost all the way up to a 2-story. So I'm going to take your email, send it through Hubbardton Forge's Customs Department. It'll come back with an answer and a quote number. It's just a little time and money, but we do it every day. Don't be afraid to ask. This is slope ceiling adaptable in one direction only. If you're going to be using it on a slope ceiling, it's a good as standard product is what I meant to say. But if you're going to be using it on a slope ceiling, drop me a quick email. If you can show me some pictures of what you have going on, and I can walk you through how this goes on a slope. We also do custom applications, so it can go on any slope, but we need to see what you guys are up to in the very beginning. So you're going to notice on the finish pull-down menus there's a choose your finish, and then there's a choose your finish for the accent. So the choose your finish for the finish is going to be the fixture itself, and that's going to be the canopy up in the ceiling, rods coming down, the frame that's holding everything down below. The accent are going to be all of those pipes, those spires that are in there. So you could do them in the same finish if you want, but a lot of people like to do a contrasting finish, and I think that looks nice too. Okay, let's talk about the canopy up in the ceiling, 14.8 inches by 5.33. It's going to hang from a normal junction box, a 4-inch J box. This is coming in just a little bit over 30 pounds, so it's good to touch base with your installer just so they know that. I want to show you more information about the canopy and what it looks like inside, and a good way to do it is to look at the installations instructions. So if you're on the page for this on Handmade in Vermont, look over on that side of the screen, midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations, instructions, PDF. So open that up for me. It is going to show you a full parts list of all the parts, how to put it together. It's going to show you some good line drawings of the whole fixture, and also how those pipes fit into this diffuser down below, which we'll get into just a little bit. But it'll show you good line drawings of the canopy, how it goes on your junction box, and how there are other parts on that canopy that attach to your ceiling. Take advantage of that if you can. You're going to notice this Hubbardton's using this system of connecting pipes to hang these. On that installation sheet, you're going to see a chart, and that chart is going to have overall heights measured from the ceiling to the very bottom of the fixture, and a whole bunch of them are going to be listed there, and it's going to show you which combinations of which pipes you're going to use to get to that overall height. You're going to have 6 pieces of the 12-inch, and I've got a 12-inch right there. It's going to have 2 of the 6, it's going to have 2 of the 3, bunch of these little connectors that are threaded. The pipes have threading on the inside of each end, and you really are just going to be screwing them together. So how I like to put these together, you're not going to put the decorative parts on, those little spires, until the very, very end. So put that off to the side. You're going to put a blanket down on a table. You're going to put the part that has the LEDs on one end. You're going to figure out which pipes you're going to need to get to your overall height. So use the chart. It's very easy. And then you're going to lay the little parts out. So you're going to put down your connector, your pipe, your connector, your pipe, and then you're going to take the wire and you're going to feed them through those things one by one, and afterwards you're going to screw them together. It's just very simple. So once you screw them together, it's super tight. You can barely even see the line. The engineering is pretty spectacular, and then you're good to go. You can put it up, and then you can put those decorative elements in. They just sit right into that diffuser, and you can see that on the installations instructions. There's a good line drawing of that. Okay, moving on, why don't we talk about what's going on as far as lamping goes on this. 57 watts of electricity. In that canopy is going to be a transformer and a driver. It's going to transform your line voltage down to low voltage, where it goes down into the frame. And what you have is basically you have a frame, and those decorative elements are sitting inside of a diffuser. The diffuser is flat, has little holes in it, so it accepts those. You're going to have two sides of this. So you have the two long sides that have LEDs in them, and the LEDs are on their sides, so they're pushing light toward each other through the diffuser. And when they do that, light is going to go up, light is going to go down. It's going to bathe those decorative elements, those bars and pipes, and make them look really cool, kind of like the Emerald City from the Wizard of Oz a little bit. But it has, to me, a very elegant feeling about this. But again, kind of a modern elegance, and I like that a lot. So, all that said, the diffuser is going to be acrylic, it's going to be frosted, and that's how you get your light going up and light going down. So you can get a lot of light out of this. You've got 2,280 lumens of light. Remember, divide that in two, because half of it's going to go up, half of it's going to go down. So the light going up is going to hit your ceiling, bounce around the room, and give you ambient light, so it'll light the room nicely, and the light going down will give you nice task lighting. So you can use this over a dining room table, or there's probably enough light there for me to go over a kitchen island if you want to do that. I think that'd be nice too. Color of the light is what we like to use in our showroom. It's 3000 Kelvin, and that's warm white, soft white. That's the light coming down from these LEDs above. So that's a nice warm light. It's kind of like an incandescent light. A lot of people think LEDs are going to be that bluish white light like an overcast day. That's 4000, 5000 Kelvin. That's not what this fixture is going to be. So just remember, it's going to be a nice warm glow. It's also dimmable. So easily dimmable. Just tell your installer you're using a dedicated LED, so they put the correct dimmer on the wall for you. Let's get into metal finishes now. If you are on the HandmadeInVermont.com website, look over in the red tabs with the pictures in them over there. You're going to see a Finishes Help Guide tab. Open that up for me. It's going to be a video there of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton forged finishes, how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be referencing a chart just down below, so scroll down a little bit. You're going to see a chart. You can click on that chart, so you can click on dark smoke, you can click on soft gold, doesn't matter. Big page will pop up showing you lots of different things in that finish. You can go back to the chart and you'll notice there's letters A's on them, letter B's on some of those things, and that's going to be showing you this range of variants that you can expect to see on different translucent finishes, but I'll talk about all of that in the video, okay? Okay, showroom. Our showroom in Vermont has over 400 Hubbardton forged fixtures. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton forged. No other showroom is like this. Hubbardton forged doesn't even have their own showroom. They use this one. What's on display? We have a great tab on that. And those same red tabs, you're going to see a what's on display page. So open that up. It's going to show you everything we have on display, and including which finish, which shade, all of those things, and what kind of glass it's on there. We're open every day except Sunday, 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We also have an amazing clearance center. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued stuff, showroom samples. You have to come here to use it. Can't call us or email us about it, but it's definitely worth coming in to look at if you're in Vermont. Plus, you want to use the showroom anyway because there's just so much great stuff here to see. Our number in Vermont, 802-446-2400. You can email us 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Love to answer emails, and it's sales@HandmadeInVermont.com. So when you order from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is going to be free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. And we're the only dealer with 90-day returns, no restocking fee. Nobody else does that. Some larger items are going to be non-returnable. It's going to be really important that you are looking at the fixture on that page and kind of scroll down under the description. It'll tell you if that is the case. And that's usually for really big, giant, huge fixtures, mostly that go out on pallets. Okay, that's it. Rush program. Let's talk about that. So rush program, Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to go out the door. That's production time before your transit time. You always have to add that on too. We offer a rush program that takes you from that 3 to 4 weeks down to a little under 2 weeks. It's a very small addition per line item. So if you have like 1, 2, 3 items, like let's say 3 or 4 outdoor sconces, and they're all the same size and they're all the same finish, that's one line item. So it's very inexpensive to rush those kind of things. Don't be afraid to email us and ask about that. Okay, so that's really it. If you guys have any other questions, let us know. We would love to see you in our showroom sometime. And thanks for stopping in.